Hello and welcome back to App for You. In this particular video we are going to discuss a new problem from tree, and basically the name of the problem is sum tree. So let us understand what the problem actually is, and then we shall jump into this explanation. So understanding the problem, so the problem name is sum tree, and it clearly states that given a binary tree, we have to return 1 if we find that for every node x in the tree. You go through every node x in the tree and you just stand on the node, and when you stand on the node, what you will find out is, so please remember that given a binary tree, return 1 if for every node x in the tree other than the leaf node. So just remember non-leaf node, so you have to stand on a non-leaf node. So you just traverse the entire tree, and whenever you find a node, you just stand on the node. Remember, it should not be a leaf node, so basically a non-leaf node. So you just stand on the non-leaf node, and then you should see that its value is equal to the sum of its left subtree's value and its right subtree's value. So whenever you find out that if you're standing on a node, suppose I'm standing here, and if I find out that the value of this node is equal to the sum of the left subtree sum and the right subtree sum, so 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So basically whenever I find out that throughout the tree every node's data value is nothing but the summation of the value of its left subtree and right subtree, then you will find out that tree is called a sum tree. So basically if I consider another example, so do you think this is a sum tree? So let us verify whether it is a sum tree or not. So if you look into this particular problem, then you will start from the leaf node. So if you consider node 20, if I am standing on the node 20, then the left subtree has a value of 10, the right subtree has a value of 10, and if you just add these two, the sum is nothing but 20. So definitely for this particular node, this definition is satisfied, which says that the value of a non-leaf node should be the sum of its left subtree and the right subtree. Done. Now if you just consider 30, this is also fine, because as per the definition they have clearly mentioned that an empty tree is also a sum tree, as a sum of an empty tree can be considered to be 0. Also a leaf node is also considered a sum tree. So definitely you can say that this particular node 30, just adjust it, so we just now verified that this non-leaf node 20 is a sum tree, because its left subtree plus right subtree value, if you are adding, then you will get this value, and since 30 is a leaf node, so it is definitely sum tree. So now this subtree is sum tree, this is sum tree, but I want to check whether the entire thing is a sum tree or not. So for that, for every node this definition should be satisfied. So basically now if you stand on node number 10, node value 10, suppose if I stand on this node with value 10, what happens? The left subtree has a sum of 20 plus 10, 30 plus 10, 40. So this has a sum of 40, and the right subtree has a sum of 30. Definitely as per the definition, this value should be 40 plus 30, 70, but you can see that here it is 10, which is not equal to 70, and hence this particular node here violates the definition of sum tree, and so this tree is no longer a sum tree. So I hope you are getting the idea about what is actually happening. So the logic is very, very simple, right? Just it requires a bit of understanding about recursion and how things are actually working, and you will be able to solve this particular problem. So you see, what we are doing is basically we are trying to check every subtree, right? Like we started with a very small level. This is a leaf node, so this is definitely a sum tree. Then we started with this subtree, right? Then this is already a subtree, and then I consider this subtree. So definitely if you can consider all the subtrees, if you just can write a code such that you are basically going through all the subtrees, and then if you find out its left value, right value, and then you add it and verify it with the root value of that subtree, then this is a good way to solve this particular problem, wherein you will just go through every possible subtrees, and there you will check that whether the left child's plus right child's sum is equal to the root's value or not. In case if you find out that at any one position, for any particular subtree, for any one subtree, if this case gets violated, that is if left child plus right child is not equal to root data, you will just raise an alarm. Just kidding. You can raise an alarm in the sense you can have a variable, suppose flag, and I will say flag equal to 1, which will indicate that okay, there is a problem in this tree and which is violating the sum tree. Okay, there is a subtree here wherein the left sum plus right subtree sum left subtree sum plus right subtree sum is not equal to the roots data. So if you find any such case, then you will just raise the alarm, that is you will just say flag is equal to 1, and later on we will check that if flag if flag remains 0, then it is fine, that is it is a sum tree. But if flag becomes 1, it indicates that it is no longer a sum tree. So how do we basically solve this particular problem? So I just invested 5 minutes explaining you the question, and remember it is very simple if you understand the question. So let us now jump into the solution. So what we are going to do is basically, now you see, we are going to write a recursion, okay, recursion code. For example, suppose let me just draw a tree first that I will be considering. So let me just draw a sum tree. So if you just consider a sum tree, it will be nothing but here, suppose 1, I have 2 here. So 1 plus 2, this should be 3 here, right? And suppose I have 4 here, I have 5 here. 5 plus 4 should be nothing but 9 here. Now 3 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 6, this will be 6, and this is basically 9 plus 4, 13 plus 5, 18. 18 plus 6 is nothing but 24, so this should definitely be here 24, right? So I am writing 24. So this is basically a good example of a sum tree. So this is nothing but a sum tree. Now how do you think we should write the code to verify whether it is a sum tree or not? So first of all, you are receiving the root node, right? You are receiving the root node, and there is a function called isSumTree, which is boolean type. Now this will return true if it is a sum tree, or false if it is not a sum tree. Now what is the base condition? The base condition, they have clearly said that if your tree is empty, which means if root equal to null, then definitely it is a sum tree. So return true, no doubts with it, right? If it is null, that means if root is null, it means if the tree is empty, then definitely it is a sum tree. So I'll be returning true. Otherwise, in the else part, what should I write? So in the else part, I'm just going to call a function check, and I'll pass the root node. So whatever calculation I want to do, I'll be doing in this particular function check, right? So let us quickly jump into the check function. So check function will be called. Now what will the check function do? Now I am going to write the check function as an integer type function, check, okay? And what will it receive? It will receive the root node. Great. What next? Once this check function receives the root node, in the sense it has received 24. What has it received? It has received the value 24, right? Now what are the base condition basically? The base condition says that if your root is equal to null, if root equal to null, okay? Now see, I am interested in finding what? You see, first of all, as you saw that while designing this tree, what did I do? I traversed from bottom to up, right? I traveled from bottom to up while designing this tree to make sure that the tree is satisfying the sum tree criteria. That is why that means I started with the leaf node. I started with the leaf node, and then I added these two value and compared it with this value. So if this value remains same, which means it is fine, then I will return what? The sum of this subtree to this node. Similarly, I will traverse from bottom here, bottom level. I will add them up and compare with their root node. If it is same, it is fine. I will return the sum of this entire subtree to this node, and then the sum of this left subtree plus sum of this right subtree. If it is found to be equal to this, the value in this node, then it will definitely be a sum tree. So as I said that I am basically starting from bottom and moving up, right? So bottom up I am traveling. So it is necessary that I first reach this end, and from here I will be starting traveling upwards. So for that particular reason, suppose I reach at this end, what will be my base condition? The base condition will be that if your root is equal to null, then I will be returning 0. Okay, and if my root left equal to null and root right equal to null, what does it indicate? It indicates that it is a leaf node, right? So I will return what? I will return root data. So I'll explain you what is happening here. So basically, you see, my objective is to, first of all, as I said you that while constructing this tree, I wanted to create a sum tree. And what did I do? I started from bottom and then I traversed upwards. So just follow my approach. How did I create this tree? So in order to create this tree, I first of all considered this node and this node. This node value plus this node value. So means the leaf node. Okay, when I am in a leaf node, wherein I will find out that the left value is null, right value is null. So whenever you are standing on a leaf node, what should you return? You should return nothing but the data in the leaf node itself, right? So what should this return? This should return 1. What should this return? This should return 2, isn't it? That is why I wrote this line which says that whenever you are on the leaf node, so this is nothing but leaf node, when you find that the left child is null and the right child is null, that means it is a leaf node. So you will return what? Roots data. That means the value of the leaf node itself. That is what is happening. 1 and 2 I am returning, isn't it? And the earlier base condition was if root is equal to null. Why so? Now you see, if I want to reach this particular node from top, okay, from top, if I want to reach this particular node, I should do a recursion, and in recursion I will say that root left. I will say root left. So if I say root left, it will come here. If I say root left, it will come here. If I say root left, it will point to null, and I know that whenever it will point to null, the value returned by this should be 0. Whenever it points to null, the value returned by it should be 0. That is why I am writing if root is equal to null, return 0. I hope you understood these base conditions. Now things are very simple. What to do? Now I'll declare a value LC. I'll declare a variable LC, and LC will store what? LC will store the value returned by the left subtree. So check check root left, right? Similarly, RC will be storing the value returned by the right subtree. Root. I'll explain you the working. Don't worry. Right? Now, after you have received the, now you see what is happening. So let me just erase this thing. So I hope you understood what I am doing here. Bottom up, it's fine. So 1 to right. Okay. Let me draw this tree again. So this was, sorry. Oh God. Alright. So this was 3 here, and this was 1 here, and a 2 here, right? So my program will start with the root node. First of all, I am in the root node, but I know that in the root node, first of all, I have to move to the leaf node, bottom level. For that, what I am doing, I am checking if root is equal to null, then return 0. Otherwise, if it is a leaf node, then return roots data. But if it is neither null nor a leaf node, then what you should do? I am saying LC is equal to check root left, so it moves left. So what is happening basically? A recursive call on this subtree. I hope you are getting the point. Please follow my green box. So there is a recursive call on this subtree wherein this is the root node right now. Again, when this is a root node, now you know that this is not null and neither this is a leaf node. So what will happen? It will again say recursive call on the left subtree, that is on this node. Now this time your root node is 1. And you find out that this basically satisfies which condition? This condition, which says that it is a leaf node. So if it is a leaf node, what will it return? It returns root data. And what is roots data? The value here, what is that? 1 itself. And then what will happen? Okay, so it returns there. Now the control comes to this node. Now this is the root node. So if this is the root node, you have already received the value from the left child, because check root left means what is the value returned by the left subtree, and the value returned by the left subtree is 1. We have received this. So what will you do? You will basically do a recursive call on the right subtree, that is on this node. And again you find out that when this is the root node, this is nothing but a leaf node. Again this function will be executed, this line will be executed, and it will return 2. So 2 will be returned. Now again you are back to this node, which is the root node. Now 3 is here the root node, right? So what does it mean? It means that now you have already computed the value of the left, value of the right. So as while designing the tree, I hope you are noticing that I wrote this 1, I wrote this 2, and then I just added them and filled it here, right? So the same thing will be happening here. Once you have received the value from the left and the value from the right, you will do what? You will check whether left child plus right child is not equal to root data. So if you find out that the left child plus the right child value is not equal to root data, what does it indicate? It indicates it is violating the property of the sum tree. So immediately I'll raise my alarm, which indicates flag equal to 1. And since I'm using flag will be a global variable declared on the top. Flag equal to 0. Initially it is off, right? Fine. But if everything remains fine, now please note, if everything remains fine, okay, if everything remains fine, like it is 1, it is 2, and the sum is equal to 3. So definitely this condition will be false, because left child plus right child not equal to root data. This is wrong, because you can see 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 is correct. Now if everything remains fine in this subtree, means if this particular subtree, this green box, bigger one, is satisfying the property of a sum tree, then definitely it should return what? The sum of the entire subtree, which is nothing, but that is why I am writing here, return left child plus right child value plus left child value plus right child value plus root data. That's it. So I hope you got the point. So if everything is fine, then what will be returned here? 3 plus 1 4 plus 2 6, right? 6 will be returned here, and I am now standing on this node. Now this is my root node, and this root node has received the value from the left subtree, which indicates now the LC value will be what? LC value will be 6. Now this will, now if you are on this root node, you will do a recursive call on the right subtree. And right now what is the root node? 9 is the root node, and you know that 9 is neither null nor a leaf node. So again this will do a recursive call on the left subtree, and now you know that this is a leaf node, so this will return what? 4 as per our code. And now again you are back on this root node 9, and you have received a value from left subtree. So what will you do? You have received a value from left subtree, so basically you will try to do a recursive call on the right subtree. So right subtree is what? 5, which is nothing but a leaf node, so this will also return what? 5. Now you have received LC, you have received RC, right? So you have received LC, which is nothing but 4, RC is nothing but 5, and 5 plus 4 is equal to 9, and you are saying not equal to root data. This is false, because it is all definitely 9. So what will happen? It will return left child plus right child plus root data, means 4 plus 5, 9 plus 9 equal to 18. This will be returning what? 18. Now you are back to this root node 24, wherein the left child value is what? The left child value, the left subtree value is what? 6. The right subtree value is what? 18. And you know that 18 plus 6 is equal to 24. And they are saying not equal to 24. Again false. So what will you return? You are going to return the left subtree value, which means 6 plus 18, 24 plus 24, 48. So definitely, basically what I am doing is this integer function, this integer type of function, check, is returning me the sum of all the nodes of this tree, right? So I will be basically receiving the value here, integer sum equal to check root. So sum will be stored in the variable sum. So sum of all the nodes of this tree will be stored in this variable sum, but I have nothing to do with it, because I was just interested to check whether at any instant the property of sum tree was violated or not, because that alarm will indicate. So basically what I have to do now, once the problem has been successfully, once the function has successfully executed, I will check my status of alarm. So if flag is equal to 1, what does it indicate? Return false. That Mr. Sir, alarm has been raised. So basically you cannot say that this is a sum tree, because somewhere inside the tree the condition was violated. And if the alarm remains off only, then definitely it is true. It is a sum tree, right? So yeah, that's all. Let us submit the code. I hope I am not doing any silly mistake. Okay, yes, great. So you can see the problem has been successfully executed, and that's all from this particular video. I hope this video was helpful, right? In case of any doubt, please feel free to put it out in the comment section, and just like, share and subscribe. Considering the time complexity, definitely it is order of n, right? Because you can see just we are doing a traversal of this tree, right? We are visiting every node exactly once. So yes, we have satisfied the constraint. Time complexity is order of n, right? So yeah, that's all from this side. So please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.